WordLive podcast. This is a well-known story, but there is still so much to learn from it. Ask God to speak to you today.
Matthew chapter 27, verses 45 to 66. At noon the sky turned dark and stayed that way until 3 o'clock. Then about that time Jesus shouted, "Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani," which means, my God, why have you deserted me?" Some of the people standing there heard Jesus and said, "He's calling for Elijah." One of them at once ran and grabbed a sponge. He soaked it in wine and put it on a stick and held it up to Jesus. Others said, "Wait! Let's see if Elijah will come and save him." Once again Jesus shouted, and then he died. At once the curtain in the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. The earth shook and rocks split apart. Graves opened and many of God's people were raised to life. Then after Jesus had risen to life, they came out of their graves and went into the holy city, where they were seen by many people. The officer and the soldiers guarding Jesus felt the earthquake and saw everything else that happened. They were frightened and said, "This man really was God's son." Many women had come with Jesus from Galilee to be of help to him, and they were there, looking on at a distance. Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James and Joseph, and the mother of James and John were some of these women. That evening a rich disciple named Joseph from the town of Arimathea went and asked for Jesus' body. Pilate gave orders for it to be given to Joseph, who took the body and wrapped it in a clean linen cloth. Then Joseph put the body in his own tomb that had been cut into solid rock and had never been used. He rolled a big stone against the entrance to the tomb and went away. All this time, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary were sitting across from the tomb. On the next day, which was a Sabbath, the chief priests and the Pharisees went together to Pilate. They said, "Sir, we remember what that liar said while he was still alive. He claimed that in 3 days he would come back from death. So please order the tomb to be carefully guarded for 3 days. If you don't, his disciples may come and steal his body. They will tell the people that he has been raised to life, and this last lie will be worse than the first one." Pilate said to them, "All right, take some of your soldiers and guard the tomb as well as you know how." So they sealed it tight and placed soldiers there to guard it.
There was no way to avoid the death of Jesus. Unusual and chilling darkness hung over the land, revealing the sadness of the scene. The onlookers at the foot of the cross, who knew the scriptures, listened to Jesus. They thought he was calling out for Elijah and waited to see the action. At the point of death, the temple curtain that separated the people from the Holy of Holies ripped, removing the division between God and man. There was shaking of the earth, testifying to the power of God. Tombs broke open and the dead came to life, showing that God had defeated death. A hardened centurion, experienced in delivering justice, realized that Jesus was truly the Son of God. The respected religious leader, Joseph of Arimathea, responded to the death by showing his true colors. He bravely took Jesus' body and provided a tomb. The priests and religious leaders were worried and shaken by the events surrounding Jesus' death. They had taken more notice of Jesus' own prediction of resurrection than the disciples had, and ensured that the tomb was sealed and guarded. They couldn't avoid the death of Jesus, and nor can we. It changed them, and it changes us.
dying crimson like a robe spreads all his body on the tree. Then I am dead to all the globe, and all the globe is dead to me. Were the whole realm of nature mine, that were an offering far too small. Love so amazing, so divine, demands my soul, my life, my own.
To explore this Bible passage further, visit the WordLive website, which offers a range of multimedia approaches to engage with God's Word. Register free at www.wordlive.org to transform your experience of the Bible and deepen your relationship with God.